are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to the show, Vama Gila Gila. You are welcome in the space with me.
Hello and welcome.
And I thank you for joining me. The sound is 5 by 5. I thank you very much for joining me on this Sunday edition of the Lord Dandelion. Remember, this is an adult entertainment show, and you need to use your adult discernment about you. If you hear anything and you are offended, you can put it in the comments. If you even can make a reaction video. But just remember, this is an adult entertainment show, and it's meant to be light-hearted. And I hope you enjoy it.
Come check this.
Isn't that too cute? Isn't that just too cute? I got you guys there. I did.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
Well, hello, Lucy. How you doing, Lucy? It's so fine to have you here in my spot here again. Well, hello, Lucy. I'm in love with you, Lucy. I just want to have a little jig with you tonight. How you doing? Good to see you. So I have a whole lot of a lineup here for us to go through. I've gone such in a long story, but it's Father's Day, so we'll stick to the topic at hand of Father's Day, yeah? So, I've had 4 fathers who didn't fuck me, and I fucked about 1,000 daddies. So, there we have it. But let's get serious about this. The bridal chamber is a real thing. It's a real thing. It's revived. It's recently revived, which is, of course, sort of along the lines of Christianity, but not really. It's more Gnosticism. It's like the new Christianity, the new wave of the new era of the new. It's newer than the new. Okay. And it's basically our little happy place that we find within ourselves for the best way for me to describe it. But maybe, hello, Max. Good to see you here. So good to see you, Max. And Dot, too. Everybody gathering around. So we're just gathering information while we go through. The lines are open for panel channel if anyone wants to. Vamo Gila Gila, you're always welcome in the space with me. Anybody is allowed to come up and have any question they want from me, even if they want a little tarot reading, maybe. I don't know. We don't know how long this can go. It can go all night or all day. Hello, America. Hey, hey, hey. It's Father's Day. Yes, you're back in California. It's still morning there, I think. It's noon time. You know, we all have to understand. Let me speak like a preacher, man. Let me speak. Wait. Let me speak like a preacher, man. We need to understand that there's one planet called Earth with 8 billion worlds. Dot has a world. Max has a world. Lord Dandy has a world. That lady in Maine has a world, or five different worlds, maybe 12. She has 12 worlds. Oh yes, I can even read from the Book of Power, if you like to know the 48 laws. But we're sticking to Father's Day and the Bridal Chamber. The Bridal Chamber, that's what the name of this movie is, with Daddy. And of course, Daddy is the Father, the Almighty, the ultimate creator, the one who we designate as a male. Yes, I think we all can agree that we just do that because it's the masculine, the divine masculine that has got the divine feminine in Earth. Yes, wait. Let's get the vibe going correctly here. What am I going to use that? I've got a horseshoe for good luck. A horseshoe. And we're going to do some... Oh, it's very flat. It's, what do you call it? You know, I once knew a meth head in Texas. Yeah, online, on YouTube. Shame, bless her soul. She's a lovely granny. Well, not granny. And getting to know her, and she was, I mean, I don't think she's a meth head anymore, but she was at her worst time, you know, when you, I don't know, maybe you don't know, but you can imagine when a drug addict comes off drugs and you really feel the pain. That's when you feel the pain the most, because you only want the drugs to take the pain away. And she could hardly even breathe. She was making this video. And I got to know her, and she got better and she got better. She improved a lot. And then you get to know these people. And I mean, we went through 2020 together, really. She married her daddy. She had children with him. Did you know that? She stole her mummy's husband and made a family. So that's where I'm coming from when we need to understand what forgiveness is, and what under the understanding of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the understanding that we have a bipolar world, a left and a right, a north and a south, and we need these differences. If we do not have conflict, I don't want to hear another fucking astrologer tell me we don't need war. No, it's written in the stars. This is made to happen. It's made to happen. It has to happen. If we do not have conflict, we have no progress, and we will not evolve. Out of the first war in Iraq, we got our first fucking cellular phones. What would we do without smartphones today? And what we going to get out of this next one? Well, I tell you, drones, maybe just drones. Where in the world are we going with this? Okay, here we go. Let me present arms to you. Present arms. Check 1, 2. Check 1. Check 1, 2. Oh, it's the wrong one again. Dashing and daring, courageous.
They take pride and know the fight for what's right. It's whatever they do. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. We are the gummy bears. They are the gummy bears.
Hello folks, it's Sunday message from the Cathars. And today I decide to speak about the most difficult subject in Catharism. It's called the Bridal Chamber. When it first was revealed to our spiritual leader John Bogomil in 2004 in Ephesus, it was a revelation from Divine Mother, and you can read more about it in the beautiful book, which is called The Rose of the Seraphites, where it is explained better than I can explain, of course, but even John Bogomil couldn't understand, couldn't visualize what does it mean, the bridal chamber. And after years, he came to understanding that it is a space, it is a spiritual sphere where the divine soul living this world meets with the Most High as with a bridegroom. And it needs to pass through a lot of temptation, a lot of battles, a lot of challenges, a lot of sufferings on this earth to achieve, to be granted with being enter into this bridal chamber. Yes, we worship, we believe that all of us, we are brides of the Most High, and we are coming back. We have a desire to meet with Him in the sphere of the bridal chamber. For that, we need more of virginity, more of purity, of innocence, and to be like a heavenly bride, to be like an angel without any tiny drop of corruption within ourselves. We have to be transparent, we have to be full of heavenly love, or better even to say, to fall in love and to be in permanent state of falling in love with our heavenly bridegroom, the Holy Spirit, the Most High. Yes, I would rather stop here and send you to find this book on the internet or order it somewhere in our spiritual center. I just remind you, it is called The Rose of the Seraphites, and there it is being explained in better words, in a metaphorical way, what does it mean, the bridal chamber? And one more time, it is very, very important concept in Catholicism. It is a primarily and the highest spiritual goal for each and every Catholic brother or sister. So may the gates of the bridal chamber be open for you, and peace be always upon you. Bye for now.
So there you have it. We can continue with that in a while, Crocodile. How you doing, Saint Martin? And Dot underscore says hi to Moon Rocks. How you doing, Ricardo? It's so nice to see you here again, my friends. I see you are all here indeed. As I said, anyone is allowed to come up. Anybody who wants to come up in this gathering of the clans, if you are interested, you are welcome here to join me, Vamogila Gila, Lord Martin and Ricardo. It's so good to see you all. I don't have champagne in this room. I have it in the main room, in the main house, in the main chamber, not in the bridal chamber. I didn't bring it tonight. But that brings us back to, yes, you see, I was taught, I was programmed at a very young age to understand that you really don't need, well, I was told, I was programmed. But at this age, I do know that I lacked and missed. I missed out on so much that so many people did have. But then again, it was so great to meet and have get to know Dusty, not Springfield, Flow State, where he had a real father. He had a real daddy. And the guy treated him like fucking shit. So that's just how it is. Doesn't matter if it's your own daddy or if it's somebody else's daddy. They can just be assholes in your life. But that is also not the end of the world, to know a few assholes, because that's the number one. In the old days, in the Gnostic times, they called it alchemy. Yeah. Where you change the good mood into a bad mood into a good mood, because you're older, you understand that you're just going through emotions at the moment and you don't need to go completely mad. You can just cheer yourself up and know that things will go a little bit better later. And what does that basically equal? It equals wisdom. Alchemy. Wisdom is the modern day alchemy. And so we'll continue with the bridal chamber. Whatever you think, have you ever heard of the bridal chamber, of being with God? Or you're not into that? I'm not too sure what you are into. If you ever are into anything, what it.
The initiate is said to put on a garment of light, symbolizing transformation and union with the divine. The Gospel of Philip describes this process in relation to the elements of water, fire, and light. It is from water and fire that the body and the spirit came into being. It is from water and fire and light that the son of the bridal chamber came into being. Gospel of Philip. Here, water is understood as baptism, fire as the anointing, and light as the bridal chamber itself. This suggests that baptism, water, and anointing fire were preparatory rites leading up to the bridal chamber, light. The tripartite tractate further identifies the bridal chamber with baptism and describes it as bringing about unity and transformation into light. It, baptism, is also called bridal chamber because of the agreement and the indivisible state of those who know they have known him. It is also called the light which does not set and is without flame, since it does not give light, but those who have worn it are made into light. 128.3. This garment of light represents a state beyond fleshly union. It is a union of the initiate with divine light. The Gospel of Philip contrasts earthly marriage with the true spiritual marriage of the bridal chamber. No one can know when the husband and the wife have intercourse with one another, except the two of them. Indeed, marriage in the world is a sacred secret for those who have taken a wife. If there is a hidden quality to the marriage of defilement, how much more is the undefiled marriage a true sacred secret? It is not fleshly, but pure. It belongs not to desire, but to the will. It belongs not to the darkness or the night, but to the day and the light. Gospel of Philip 81:34. Renouncing the material world, one enters the bridal chamber by putting on a robe of light, rejecting the dominion of the archons. Judas said, "Behold, the governors, i.e., archons, dwell above us, so it is they who will rule over us." The Lord said, "It is you who will rule over them. But when you rid yourselves of jealousy, then you will clothe yourselves in light and enter the bridal chamber." The second treatise of the great Seth describes this light garment as a wedding robe worn in a new and eternal union, to the height. There I am, in the eternal realms that no one has seen or understood, where the wedding of the wedding robe is. It is the new wedding, not the old, and it does not perish, for the new bridal chamber is of the heavens, and it is perfect. Second treatise of the great Seth, 57 verse 10, Meyer translation. If the Father is light and the body is the virgin who came down, then the bridal chamber is the union of the body with the Father's light. Indeed, one must utter a sacred secret. The Father of everything, united with the virgin who came down, and a fire shone for him on that day. He appeared in the great bridal chamber. Therefore, his body, i.e., light body or garment of light, came into being on that very day. It left the bridal chamber as one who came into being from the bridegroom and the bride. Gospel of Philip. Thus, baptism immerses the initiate in the watery light of the upper aeons, bringing them into union with the Father's light, from which they emerge wearing a garment of light as a sign of their marriage to the divine. Number 5, the bridal chamber as the union of angel and image. The bridal chamber is also understood as the marriage of the angel and the image in the upper aeons. This suggests that the initiate is married to a spiritual being in the upper aeons, making a vow of fidelity through sexual abstinence. The Gospel of Philip warns of demonic temptations, since they, the demons, detain him if he does not receive a male power or a female power, the bridegroom and the bride. One receives them from the mirrored bridal chamber. Gospel of Philip 65:8. It further teaches that demons cannot tempt those whose image and angel are united. When the wanton women see a male sitting alone, they leap down on him and play with him and defile him. So also the lecherous men, when they see a beautiful woman sitting alone, they persuade her and compel her, wishing to defile her. But if they see the man and his wife sitting beside one another, the female cannot come into the man, nor can the male come into the woman. So if the image and the angel are united with one another, neither can any venture to go into the man or the woman. When the wanton...
Oh dear, these ads are a little bit of a bug, aren't they? Sorry, I forgot to take the ads off. Terribly sorry for that. Terrible. How bad am I there? So you two love nitwits are really at it, aren't you? And now, isn't this just quite a nice place to be in the chapel? Bottoms up, yes. Do you do the A, Dot? Have you spoken about that yet? Do you do the A? Do you do the naught? What's that sound? So, I've been reading through the um, 48 laws of power. If you ever wanted to, this is the Bible for narcissists. This is the Bible for horrible people. And I shouldn't even be telling you this because it is the things that you actually know. You all know it. Y'all know it, but I don't know. If you're asking me for a plan of having some pre-marriage pagan ritual, no, no, no. I can honestly say it never crossed my mind. I think it did. You've already written on your mirror in your room. You've drawn it out. You've drawn out the whole plan of everything. Don't you think? I'll definitely look into it. I don't have enough of a worry about. Well, you see, that is the bridal chamber, is the cloak of light. That is your protection. If it's true and your intentions are right, you will be protected by God. There's no angel or demon bigger than God. He created them all. He, she, he. Yes. So, Martin, why the damn are you even here? Is it just because you're in love with the women on the other side of the pond there, and she's like on the west coast? Watch out for lecherous old me, okay? Yes, and you took your symbol away again. Are you looking for, or is this because you've been trolling under your sock accounts, Dot? Yes. I gave you all enough notice that you can come in as your real selves, my dear socks. Come gather round, Nitwits, dingbats, Batman too. Buenas tardes, padre. The A, no, he hasn't. Do you not take it up the A yet? I mean, I know you haven't had any, you haven't stretched that V to its fullest by pushing something huge out of it. So I don't think that was be your problem. But most women in South Africa have cesareans. So that's another story for another day. Is she underhaul again? Oh, she changed back to underhaul. Oh gosh, Lord have mercy. She changed it back, and now she changed it back. So this is her other one. This is the one that she has arranged. So I think because I'm sitting with this British fool and this Alaskan fool, lassie, whore, whatever she wants to call herself, I think we need to take their wrenches away. Although Moon Rocks, you too. This is your other sock account, isn't it? So what's the difference? I don't know. I really don't know anymore. What have you in the past? I forgot now. Been a whore? I have to wait a couple of weeks. For what? Stretching your V or the A? This is an adult entertainment show. The A is for Alaska. Wait, we need to cleanse the energy with the horseshoe. I need the fork. Hey, I need a fork to do that. Let's fork the horseshoe. There's a fork. There's a horseshoe. All the way to Mexico. Haven't you all, sir, yet? No. Ha, 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 ha. I don't know. Just enough time to boil the kettle. Just enough time to boil the kettle.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
I'm going to have to put the video on private or on members, and I'm going to have to cut a lot of gummy bears out. Out with the gummy bears. We are the gummy bears. Oh, it was the only program that I was allowed to watch. I loved it. Yes, I loved the gummy bears. Anything else? Remember the Thundercats? As soon as my stepfather found out that there was Lion-O in the Thundercats, I was banned from watching it. I wasn't allowed to have a superhero. My superhero was Jesus. Gummy bears bouncing here and everywhere. We are the gummy bears. But I don't see the connection. With what? Her A or her name? Don't you know the news, Ricardo? Dot and Martin are sitting in a tree. KISSIN and fucking G for gummy bears. And they are trying to act. Wait. My beloved, we are here under this moon, the bouncing moon. Choo choo. How are you?
Hello, my dear friend.
Good to see you.
I'm good, thank you. Yeah,
Are you good?
I'm not actually at home today for a change.
Are you a father, or are you at your father's house?
No. My father doesn't live that close. My parents have just bought a house. I don't know, in mid Devon. It's about 100 miles away or something. But I should be going to visit soon. So no, I gave him a ring. We had about half an hour phone conversation earlier. Obviously, I wished him happy Father's Day.
Good.
As you do.
Good, yes. As you do.
He's getting on though. He's about 70 now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is he in a home?
No, my parents got back together after 20 years of being with different partners and living in different parts of the world. They got back together. They got sort of married in a like non-religious ceremony, and they bought a house. They bought a little house in Devon.
Wow. So
it's nice.
you that's from Devon. Oh, these ads are still on here. For fuck's sakes.
I live in Dorset. It's the next county over to the east. It's not that far, but they're still sorting the house out. They've been there a few months now, but they're still, getting rid of furniture that they don't need, and like
my mother has a picture, a painting of Dorset, of ruins in Dorset.
Oh yeah.
In her dining room, on the wall.
Okay.
She got it from a very good friend of hers. Obviously, she was from Dorset.
It's a very beautiful place. Very lovely county. Most people are very friendly and chilled out, and there's some really beautiful countryside and stuff. I'm down by the beach, so.
Oh, stunning! Wow, how was the weather today?
Oh, beautiful, really, man. Absolutely beautiful. It still is. I'll show you if you want. I'm in quite a special place, so I'll turn my camera on and show you.
Yes.
Here we go.
Wow. Oh shit! What am I doing now? I had to change stage.
So.
Wow.
I'm just by the river, not far away from the beach. Beach is just over there.
Is that like a moat or is it a canal?
No, it's just a little river.
Little stream. Okay.
Yeah, stream.
Wow.
It doesn't go anywhere though. It goes like into that's under the bridge and just doesn't go. It doesn't come back out the other side. So I'm not sure. Not sure where it goes. But it's flowing, so it's flowing.
Stunning.
It's funny. Just earlier,
Very clean.
a dog, this little Jack Russell or whatever, this tiny little dog, just chased. He was on the other side over there, and he chased after this bloody seagull or something. The seagull was like, he jumped in after the seagull, like ran along about 500 yards, and then the seagull just flew off. And the dog was like, thank God, I can't fly. So that was that.
There
He gave
goes
it a good go,
seagull
though.
now.
He gave it a
Hey?
good go. He was chasing him
Good.
for about a couple of minutes. He was just
Obviously,
as
it was
fast.
teasing him. It was teasing him.
Yeah, sure.
Brilliant.
That's
It looks
birds.
lovely there. The sun's
That's
still
birds.
shining. Wow.
Yeah, man.
You're in full summer there. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's just gone 8 o'clock in the evening, and it's still strong sun. So I'm just enjoying the day and gonna ride back home along the beach soon.
On the bicycle?
Yeah, you want to see my bike?
Yeah, please. Oh,
There it
wow.
is.
You're a real biker then. Oh, yes.
Yeah. No electric, just you
You get out.
have to pedal. It's like, but it's good. I've got lights, I've got bright, everything works. Even got a decent combination lock, so
Wow.
it's all good.
Okay.
Never been stolen.
Wow.
But
Do you wear gloves?
yeah, no, I
Oh,
don't
you
wear a
don't?
helmet either. No,
No.
never have.
Oh,
No, never have. I'm old school. I'm Generation X, baby.
yeah.
We don't wear knee pads and helmets and all the rest of it. That's for, that's for wusses. Show you the clouds.
It's so beautiful.
But yeah, that's cycling's how I keep fit. I do.
What's the time there? It's now 8 o'clock at night.
Just gone 8. Yeah. Yes.
8 p.m. So the sun will sit there for another hour or half hour. You'll get dust
Yeah.
there in a while.
Yeah, probably. So it's beautiful. Oh, there's another dog in the drink.
The water.
Go on,
Wow.
go on, baby. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can't. I think I can zoom
Yeah,
in.
we can see it. Yeah, it's stunning. So are you on holiday or did you just decide to go out?
Hey, am I what?
Are you on vacation?
No, I live here.
Like without, oh, you live there. Okay.
I live here.
You're not on summer holidays?
No, I can't. I can't afford to go anywhere for summer holidays.
No, nor can I do anything like that.
Anyway, it's a bit scary. Turn off a minute. Oh,
Which coast
there
of
we go.
Devon are you, Ricardo?
Sorry?
Which coast of Devon?
Hmm?
You in Devon?
No, I'm in
Martin
Dorset.
Moss, you're in Dorset.
Yeah, Bournemouth. It's the main. It's not the capital of Dorset, but it's the main coastal city. You must have heard of Bournemouth.
You've said it many times. but I've been
Yeah.
pissed. So
Or maybe
sometimes I've got a memory like
check it out.
Tina.
Maybe check it out on Google Maps. It's quite.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
Google
it's quite
Earth
a.
or Google Maps? Google
Oh,
Maps.
either.
I don't have the
Yeah.
app here. Let's see. It's in there. It's in there. It's there, Lionel. It's there.
Bournemouth, UK.
Bournemouth, UK.
It's got a
Okay.
lovely little, you know,
Let me share
7
the
mile beach
screen.
in the
Let
shape
me
of a
share it right now.
half moon. And it's just a lovely, lovely
How do you
place to live.
spell Bournemouth? B-O-R.
No, Bourene,
B-O-U.
mouth. So the mouth of the Bourne River.
B-O-U-R.
Bourne.
N-E. Bournemouth. Bournemouth, UK.
Bournemouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently there's one in America as well, but I wouldn't know about that.
Oh, there's everything in America. There's even a Johannesburg in America.
Yeah, they
They've
copy
got
all the.
everything. They named
copy all
everything after
names.
everybody else's city.
Yeah. Yeah, funny.
So that's
There you
why I
go.
asked you, which coast? Are you on the east or the west? Because this is east, that's west. So you're Bournemouth. I mean, Bournemouth, not South Bourne. You born an identity, my friend.
Yeah, that's
West
right.
Bourne. There's like in London, there's Wessex and Essex and Sussex. Yes, it's just all about sex, baby.
Yeah,
Looks very pretty. It's a
it's
holiday
a lot of
village.
history.
Holiday Village, Bear Cross, Castle Point Shopping Centre.
Zoom
Christchurch.
right into the middle of the coast.
Buscombe. Why won't it move now?
Stick by the coast.
By the pier.
Yeah.
Which one?
Should find the pier.
Oh no, come on.
Have you got satellite imagery there? I'm gonna click the satellite tab on. Looks much better. Ah, there you go. See if you can find the pier, the central main pier.
Bournemouth Pier.
Yep. That's it. A little bit west. But
West.
yeah, a little bit west. I've never lived by the beach before, so to live here is just so close to the beach it's just amazing. It's such a great beach as well. Soft sand.
Yeah. So this is real South Coast. Always what's this in the? Is this in the Irish Sea? Hey, where's this now? Oh, look at that. Oh no.
Oh, you've gone too far.
Oh, you're near Cornwall. Okay. So he's down here, more here. Or no, he's near Bristol. He's near
Mid Devon. They live in Mid Devon. It's apparently like a bus journey to the train station, then a train ride or two, and then the last one's a bus ride to the town there where they live.
Interesting.
I haven't made the journey yet, so
that's why there's beach there. On the inside, yeah, there's more rocks.
Also, I don't know if you know, but you can get a ferry. You can get a ferry from like Southampton, and it goes all the way down to Spain, northern Spain, and drops you off in Santander. Which is pretty cool. Takes 24 hours.
My stepbrother, his first job was in Southampton. Yeah, it's your busiest port, England.
Yeah.
Besides anything else.
It's meant to be a really shit city, though. I've only been there a few times, but I've had people warn me about Southampton. It's just full of like homeless spice heads and stuff, crackheads.
Yeah.
Beggars. So it's a bit run down. Like a lot of places.
Yeah.
But almost not too bad.
Well, they are rough. They are rough in general.
Mhm.
But if you buy any port city, it's like that. The harbor police is always the most dangerous police of them all.
Yeah.
Because the people are the most dangerous. That's where the smuggling happens. That's where it
Mhm.
comes straight through.
Oh, it's a long history of smuggling in Bournemouth.
Oh yes, they
There's a
think
lot.
they can dock their yacht over there with their nice weed in their yacht.
There's
They just board
caves
the yacht.
and things and
South Africans are
high
famous for
cliffs,
that. Mm, mm. And
loads of
they'll
places
find
to
it.
hide.
They know exactly where it is.
Yeah. Let's see if I can
So
turn
you
the
grew
volume.
up there, or you say you moved there
No,
recently?
no. I've only been here about 8 or 9 years, since 2016. But I lived in
Okay,
Gloucestershire. I grew up in Gloucestershire, about 100
okay.
miles north. But that was really boring. So I moved to Bristol when I was 17 and discovered, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And I started going to music festivals and stuff. Went to Glastonbury a few times back when it was good. Um, Going to like raving and all kinds
Yeah, remember those
of drugs.
days? Well, I never really stopped drugs until recently, until what, 2022. That's when I stopped proper.
Sorry,
I had no choice.
say again.
Um, I only really stopped 2022 proper drugs. Uh, Before that, I always continued. I forever continued taking drugs. In the gay scene, it's especially the deviant scene side of things. Um,
Mm.
drugs are prevalent. Drugs are prevalent with the dating scene, and so it's
Yeah, I
just
heard
a
about. I
norm.
know.
People just
I
live on
haven't.
it. They just live on it. But now I've
Yeah,
been
I
clean,
haven't seen
proper clean.
hand, but I've heard about this.
No, you're dropping off. Let me take this off. Stop sharing.
Just take loads of
Are you
drugs and then just try and have it weird.
there? Yeah.
I think it's meth.
So tell me about your
Methamphetamine.
spirituality, and what did your father tell you about spirituality? Did he ever tell you anything about spirituality?
My father, nothing. I had a very secular upbringing, quite libertarian, I suppose. Just kind of what we wanted. We're encouraged to speak when, express ourselves when, just speak up whenever, and just we weren't really silenced. I mean, my mum was pretty strict, but as long as we were out of mum's earshot, we could say pretty much anything we wanted. My brother used to teach me swear words and stuff. Didn't really want to know, but yeah, I had quite a normal upbringing. I wouldn't, well, wasn't that normal, but
Secular.
yeah, we were never religious. Never
You
religious.
never went to church. You've been to friends'
No.
weddings.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We went to a few weddings, but we're still. But I have been to church, and for a proper sermon on Sunday mornings
And so,
and all that. But it's
so
just they just
you've taken drugs,
preach
but
at
you
you,
weren't an addict.
to make you feel
You weren't
bad.
an addict, right? You weren't an
Hmm?
addict. You didn't need spirituality. You didn't need Allah or Buddha or any
No.
savior to save you. You saved yourself.
Yeah. Well, my parents never got married, so before that they never
Oh,
even felt the need to do it. I mean, they were both they're both Geminis, so
yes, I forget.
they just yeah they just didn't feel the need to prove to anyone that their love for each other. They just knew it. They never cheated on each other. You know,
Wow,
it was good. It was a good.
sounds
I was just brought
beautiful.
up with lots of love and
Yes.
and
How many
nice
brothers and
things.
sisters?
I've just got one brother, but he's a dick. I don't get on with him. He's a complete idiot. We used to get on, you know. We used to be closer. I mean, our rooms were next to each other, so I had to like go in my parents' house. I had to go through his room to get to mine. So that wasn't great.
Wow.
He wasn't in a lot.
You older? Or is
No,
he older?
he was almost 2 years older, but
Wow.
never like, you know, just he wasn't a great brother. Never like saved me for, you know,
Yeah.
step in if I was give a fuck. He cared about himself. That was we were always fighting, we were always competing for things, you know. It was
What
like,
was
oh
his
no,
birthday?
that's my bit, that's my food, that's mine, you're getting more than me, all that shit, you know, just fuck off. Hassiness.
What's his star sign?
But
Say again. Oh, you're breaking up, brother.
no, I wouldn't say he's a tipper because that am I? Can you hear me?
Say that again.
Oh.
I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
he wasn't a typical Sagittarius.
Oh, he's a
Yeah, because
Sagittarius.
he like
Oh no, that's very difficult. Very difficult. The mutable fire sign. The mutable fire. I mean, when you get fire that mutates. Yeah. So he controlled you.
Yeah, Sagittarius are meant to be like, you know, really optimistic and sort of sociable and, you know, just, I don't know, always like adventurous. And I suppose he was for a bit. Then, I don't know, something happened early on and he just got like really depressed and just started he'd always just look on the downside of life, you know. It was always like, oh yeah, can't be bothered, whatever. So he just lost his fucking fire at some point. I don't know what beat it out of him. Like, it wasn't me, but he just became really just a drag to be around after the age of, I don't know, 20 or 25 or so. And he was useless
Did
at
he get
taking
married?
drugs as well. Hey, no,
Did he get
no,
married?
no,
Oh.
no, no. No, he
Oh.
drugs, but I don't know if it happens, but
That
he was
is the
always
mess.
like finding pen pals in like Canada or so. He's got this girl from Canada, but I don't know if they're gonna meet because it's so far away, or if he's willing to relocate because he's lived in the same place all his life. He's never moved. Whereas I've moved probably about 20 times. I've lived in so many different kinds of places, shared houses, and I had my own flat back in Gloucestershire, a council flat on the first floor. It was quite nice, but I could have kept it. Maybe I should have done, but when I had to move, so when I moved down to Bournemouth, the council don't recognise that you had a flat in a different area. It doesn't matter. They don't care. You just have to reapply. I can't even get on the council list here for a place. I haven't got
You
enough.
need a wife. You need a wife.
I haven't got enough.
You get everything you
I
want.
haven't got enough issues. I'm
Yeah.
too healthy.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
not disabled. I'm not a junkie. I'm not a drug. You know, I'm not into drugs. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not mentally ill anymore. So they can't help me because I'm not a priority. I'm not on the priority list. Isn't that
true.
crazy?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that I'm British and I was born here. That doesn't make any difference to them.
I want to say hi to Krama Kalamati. Hello, welcome to the show. It reminds me of this other sock that commented on my other video.
That's a new one, isn't it? Strange name.
This one's name is called, and it's spelled MIKEUNT Ishairy, which sounds like my cunt is hairy.
Yeah.
But it's spelled Mike. And every time I look at that's why I had to take a photograph of it. That is the best one so far.
Good
My
job, we got
cunt
sense
is
of humor,
hairy.
eh? Mm.
So, but so you're not working?
No, not at the moment. I get these same fucking
Oh, okay.
questions from everyone, man. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Everyone's like
No, well,
fucking
well, you're
giving me a hard
unemployed.
time.
No, I'm not giving you a hard time at all. I just
Oh,
want to know your place. At
it's a
least you
Sunday, man.
get out and you enjoy yourself. You don't
Yeah.
just sit inside and lock yourself away. You need to get out into
Mm.
the outdoors. If you feel depressed ever, then you get out and you see nature. That's what you need to do.
Oh yeah, I do it every day, man.
Yeah.
I do it every day, but I do
Yeah,
get
me too.
stuck in comfort at home where I'm just like, I've got everything I need. I've got Wi-Fi. I've got obviously drinks and food, but it's lovely to come out when the weather's. I couldn't stay in today. Like the weather was too nice. I just
Hi,
had to come out.
MK Ultra. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day.
Beautiful. I'll just find something. Oh,
MK Ultra just said hi.
hi, MK Ultra.
I've got a
Yeah,
song for
that's a
you,
good
MK
question.
Ultra. I'm going to play
Why
a
do you
song for MK Ultra
why do you look like a priest in that picture?
because I love it. I am Father. Lord have mercy. Let's present it to you now. Hola.
You're not a member of the church, are you?
Oh, but all my family were. My
Oh,
family,
really?
all clergy people.
Mm. But you
Hmm.
weren't. You decided to go different.
Stop sharing.
Thanks, Doc.
That's just for MK Ultra. I hope you enjoyed it.
Most people give me a hard
Sorry
time.
to interrupt
What I
you.
expect. I think
I'm
everybody just
having a
gives every.
cigarette, MK. That's why I'm looking like the father.
I
And it's gone out.
think everybody gives everybody a hard time at first, or eventually.
No, there's a few people that don't give a hard time at first, and then they give a fucking hard time later on.
Yeah, but then again, there's some people I see around that they could do. They need a hard time. I mean, they need someone to give them a metaphorical pass and be like, "Come on, sort your shit out, man. Get a job and you know, have a shower and stuff. Like, look presentable and clean." Because there's some people that just do not give a shit, and it's sad.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not quite that bad. I haven't found my career path yet. Haven't found my career. I've
Well, what
tried
did you
loads of
study? What did you like when you were
tried
younger?
loads of shit jobs, but I didn't like any of them. So fuck that.
Were you in construction? I see
No,
you as a construction guy.
no, I wouldn't mind doing that, but no, I've worked in retail. I've worked in warehouses, worked in a milk production facility, Dairy Crest. I worked
Wow.
telemarketing, telesales. I was useless at telesales.
Oh,
I
I
was
hate that. Yes,
so crap.
yes, yes.
I just couldn't be dishonest. That's why I can't.
Yeah,
I
you have
have
to
to
have
be.
a killer
Has to be an
instinct.
honest job. I just can't lie to people. I just can't. So Yeah, I've tried all sorts of things. I've worked in kitchens and, you know, done this and that. But like I said, I didn't really like any of them. So can't wait to find a job that I actually like, I actually enjoy doing. Just haven't found one yet. Mm.
Well, you know, there's no jobs where I live, so you can't
No,
come live here.
jeez.
I know the feeling, my friend. I know the feeling. And the age group we're in, they
Mm.
don't give a fuck about us. They don't
It
give a
gets
fuck.
harder, but I can still prove myself. I can,
You need to find a girlfriend with 3 children.
yeah.
Become a daddy. Because if you've got a child, that's what it was like when I was there 20 years ago. If a girl got a child, she got a house. If she got
Of
2
course,
children,
yeah,
she
yeah,
got a house with 2 bedrooms, you know.
yeah. I know that gives you top priority on the housing register if you're pregnant or you've got children. But
Yeah.
you know, I almost was going to have children with Tatiana, my ex, but she didn't happen. First pregnancy was terminated, aborted, and there was nothing I could do. She didn't even let me go to the clinic, so she just we kind of agreed that it was probably the best idea, but I didn't make a firm decision. And if I'd gone to the clinic, if you'd let me go to the clinic with her, maybe I could have talked her out of it. Because she regretted it afterwards, because she felt awful. Her body wasn't right for about a month or 2. So that was not good. And then again, she got pregnant again about a year later. But she had a miscarriage on that one, so that was just really sad.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is. It is.
we
That's
split up
terrible. Yeah.
about 6 months ago, just before Christmas. So yeah, she just doesn't want to see me anymore. Other reasons, I
You
don't
went
really
through
want
the
to go
hell together then. You must have
don't
gone
want to
through
go
hell together.
into here. Yeah, we did, we really did. I yeah, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
She doesn't want me to talk about too much stuff. But
And have
there's a
you,
lot of good things. I
you
just
say
don't like
you've
to
seen
focus
your birth chart, haven't you?
on the
You
negatives.
you know
Sorry.
your birth chart?
Yeah.
Do you know what your midheaven is on your birth chart?
Not sure. See, my dad. I remember most of the planets, but my dad. I think my parents have still got the originals. My dad, when we were born, me and my brother, when we were born, my dad was really clever, and he figured out. He did a reading from this old astrology book, calculated everyone's chart, and wrote it out on a few pages of A4 with all the symbols and everything. It was really, really good. But obviously I haven't. I think he's still got them somewhere. I haven't seen him for a few years, so I don't know. I can check later, but any time.
If you find out your midheaven, it helps you with, go for a chart reading or try get one. Go online and look for a free birth chart, natal birth chart. Put
Yeah,
in your
sure, but
time, your day,
yeah,
and
but I can't
then
remember what time I
you
was
know your
born though.
birthday. You know your birthday because
Yeah,
the moon takes a whole day to move. It's not the end of the world if you don't have your time.
yeah.
If you got the
Okay,
day, it still works. It's not the end
okay,
of the world to get a planet's position. Generally, the
okay.
moon takes a whole day to move, so you got the
Well, I could do
time to.
that.
But then you look. There's a straight line with an arrow to the top because obviously the top of the ball is the horizon, what we can see in the daytime, and at the bottom of
Yeah.
the ball is the nighttime. And at the top there's an arrow, it's pointing, you'll see an arrow, and that's what it means. That is the answer where your midheaven is. And that
Okay.
helps you because your midheaven and your north node, your
Hmm.
midheaven and your north node, and the north node, I must, let me get it for you here. I'll show you what the north node, the symbol is for north
So
node.
what's yours?
My north node is Capricorn, and my midheaven is Leo.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
and when you find that out about yourself, it changes everything you know
Everything.
about yourself.
Yeah. Thanks, Kramer.
'Cause I mean, I'm a Gemini,
They're
and I
pretty
didn't
nice.
know these things. Yeah, let me share the screen with you, and then you can see the
Mm-hmm.
symbol image.
Let's have a
So you
look.
get the north node and you get the south node, and of course, with the north node, it's the bubble, the booby. The booby is on north, facing north, and with the south node, the booby is south, facing south. So it looks like a nipple ring, yeah, or Prince Albert or something like that. Can you see it now?
Oh, yeah.
That's the symbol for the north node.
Okay, I didn't know that. Interesting.
It does look like a sexual. I was watching a video earlier. I didn't finish watching it. Sometimes these AI videos are just too much information. You don't know how much truth there is in it. But talking about, I've considered a navel ring, a belly ring. And then I saw this thing where there is a esoteric teaching where you should actually cover your belly button, because that is the portal to everything that you are.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. I can maybe have a look later.
Do you have any piercings? You've shown us your tattoo.
Yeah, no, only ear. I got my ears pierced when I was young, both my ears, but I think one of them's closed up because I haven't had earrings in it so long. I used to, I could put them in again, but I used to lose them all the fucking time. Every time I had a shower, pretty much, like, where's my fucking earring gone? It was like,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
So
yeah. And rings? Do you wear rings?
no, not really. No, I'm not really big on
Not wear
jewelry.
rings.
I'm more a natural kind of person. I don't wear a watch. No, I used to, but I got pissed off with people constantly asking me what the time was. And I was like, after about 10, 5 or 10 a day, you're like, it's about time. I think it's about time you got your own watch, isn't it? Fucking hell, bugging me for the time. Anyway, now everyone's got phones. That's what smartphone. That's how I usually tell the time. But it's a funny thing, about the time. I'm sure they always used to be a town clock and stuff that used to tell you the time, but now there's hardly anywhere. And it's like you walk around the shops, big shopping centres, there's no clocks anywhere. And you're like, is this a conspiracy or something? Do they want us not to know the time? So it's just, we just stay for ages. No, don't worry about the time. It's crazy.
Like the casino. They
Yeah.
don't want you to know the time. Yeah. It's funny, in the old ancient days, nobody really knew what day it was. And I mean, it was,
No.
the movie that reminds me of it, where they give the example, is in Shrek, when they come to the castle and they come into the castle and there's a sign. It's Wednesday today, it's the 12th. And then you know what day it is. So you know which day is going to be the celebratory ritual marriage or whatever is happening. I mean, everything is. You talk about the clock. In the good old days, less than 100 years ago, that who owned the power of the clock tower was very powerful in the city
Yeah.
because he would have to govern what time it was. There was nothing to follow, and so the guy
Sun's
that
going down. Look.
made the clock work was a very, very important guy. But what's also so funny is I have a customer who just got a new job as the matron in in an old age home in an old age home, and he was saying he needed to get some clocks on the walls. That's why I'm saying this now. It's so ironic that you're talking about the clock. People do
Yeah.
need the clock. You do need the clock, especially old people. You're stuck in this like a mental asylum, like this, and it looks
Yeah.
like a chapel, like this one that I'm in right now.
Otherwise, how
You
how
need
will
a
they know
clock
when
to get
how will they know when
some
lunch or dinner is?
sense. Yes, to have a sense of day and time. It is, yes.
Yeah.
In my grandmother's old age home, they had to every morning, because she had a room, a spare room. Well, no spare room. She had like a bed set as big as my room here, and in her window was this like a board, like a frame, where you would have to put the name of the day in, so that you knew that, and when the matron or the nurse that came past knew that you were awake that morning, and I'm putting, okay, it's Monday today, and I'm putting the Monday sign in. Yes, so they know they don't have to come and knock on the door to see that because old people don't want to be bothered, sometimes, which is a good way. And I agree with you. You need some clocks. But I mean, I don't get out, so I wouldn't know. I hate malls. I hate public places.
Yeah. You don't live in the city then?
I live in a mega city. I live in a mega city. It's the second biggest city in Africa. It's a huge city, but
Durban.
Hey,
Durban.
no, I used to live there. No, I live in Johannesburg.
Joburg. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard of it. Oh.
You're going, Dot. See ya. Thanks for
Bye, Dot.
staying. Enjoy.
She is lovely, isn't she?
I don't know. You can't trust anyone on these streets.
She's probably one of your biggest chatters.
Yeah, that's why I'm not pulling her or Martin underneath the bus, because they're part of this cabal that's are trying to take everyone. Just play the fool. I don't know. Play the. We don't know who these other people are in the bushes. New players, new names that they come up with, or old names that we thought were real people. They're just bots. They socks. Lost socks.
Fakes.
I don't know if you play like that. I mean, you now raccoon rocks.
Ricardo Moonrocks.
Ricardo Moonrocks up there and Ricardo Sunshine down here. And you've got a wrench in both. Well done. Or did you change your name again?
No, there's been a bit of confusion about that, but basically I only made a new account, so because my old account couldn't receive memberships, and I was getting pissed off with seeing everyone else go green every time someone bought a load of memberships. It'd be like all these names, some you never even heard of, and I'd be like, I'm a really big contributor to this channel. Where's my membership? But I found out it's because my old account was a branded account, whatever that means. Just means I can't receive memberships. I've looked at all the options. It's just nothing. So I thought, but bugger this. I'm going to make a new account.
It was your branded account. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
It was your subsidiary account.
Yeah, I don't quite get it. But anyway, since I've got this new Moonrocks account, the memberships have just been steadily flooding, coming in, and I'm like, I think my first one was, hang on, maybe Flow State, or Powder Dusty.
Yeah,
I got one on there, and then I got one on Glenn Lawrence, who's a cool guy. I got one on. I'm just getting them everywhere. So
Well,
it's
where
really
you
cool.
spend your time, then the
Mhm.
creator realizes it and they like it. And the people, if you're nice and you put in the effort, then you're going to get that. That's why I also got membership
Yeah, I
gifted
mean, you
to
can.
me.
Yeah,
That's
you
how
can
you
buy.
get gifted. You get gifted because you are
Yeah,
there.
you can buy
And
your
people
own,
give
but
them away. They give them away. You know, you don't
yeah,
always
yeah,
have to continue paying for it,
yeah.
which
So
is usually
I got
happens with me. I've gone the whole month. I was supposed
loads
to
now.
play something of Dusty's like
Mm.
2 weeks ago already, but you know, then
Oh
the day changes and the mood changes.
no, it's brilliant. Powdered Dusty. Now I've got a membership. I can watch all his old live streams, and some of them are
Yes,
fucking brilliant. They're so
yes,
funny.
yes.
Honestly, he's done so many.
He hasn't
Uh,
been around, has he?
No, not for a few days, no. But I'm
For a
sure he's
week?
just
For a
having a
week?
break. Hmm. He'll be back, I'm sure. He's too popular to,
You do need a
to
break.
quit.
People need
He's,
breaks, you know. We need breaks.
yeah, he's successful to quit though. He makes too much money,
You think
but
so?
he's good at it. Yeah,
Very good. He's
he
very
gets
good
like
at making money.
£100 at a time and stuff sometimes, and it's just
No, I've seen
really
him make like
some
I've
really
seen
genuine
him make
people.
$300-400 at the end of it.
Yeah,
$500. I'm sure he's made more. A lot of people
but he
make
does get,
big money, but they're very, very good. They
yeah,
put their effort in. They put the hours in. You know,
he deserves it. He's entertaining. He
he
tries,
is very good.
he, he's a truth seeker, so he tries to find the truth. He's always looking for the truth, and he doesn't, he won't listen to bullshit.
He's
He
not
won't speak
offensive. He's
bullshit.
not offensive.
He's got a great sense of humor. He's a family man.
Yeah.
Like I, I just think he's awesome. Like, and sure he was into drugs in the past, so big deal. Everyone's been into drugs. I don't judge him for that, but he's not anymore. So he's obviously turned his life around, and he's trying to do good now. And I
But he's
support
very
support
witty. He's
people like
on
that.
the ball and he's very clever.
Yeah,
He knows
but
his business.
he gives you value for money as well. He does like you've seen some of his streams. He does like 9, 8, 9, 10 hours usually,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like fuck. There's so much good stuff. There's so many weird and wonderful people that he has on. But did you know he's got a roster list, an inmate roster, what he calls, and it's basically everyone who he's banned from his channel for just being idiots or whatever,
Yeah.
and they've all got different like amounts of money that they have to pay or someone has to pay for
Hey,
them
to
to
get
come back
out of being out of jail.
to
Yes,
get out
that's
of
what I should do.
jail. So
That's
it's
what I
like,
should do.
and they've all got different amounts, but yeah, some people are never coming back. I don't like Lindsay Smith. She's really had it with her. Anyway, I don't want to get into other people's fucking gossip and problems. Like all to do with me.
Yeah, like um, it's gossip is juicy, but
Mm.
he also he's good at his gossip.
Hmm.
Um,
He's a drama slut,
I think
self-confessed.
he's also he's a Virgo Scorpio, yeah, or something
I
like
am,
that.
yeah.
You're a Virgo Scorpio as well. He's a Scorpio. No, you're the Virgo,
Mm.
and I
I
think
thought
he's Scorpio, but that's in Vedic. I can't remember.
I think Flow
So
State. He's a Sag.
no, he's
I'm pretty sure he's a
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Yeah, yeah,
Sagittarius, like your brother, is
yeah,
Sagittarius. But in
yeah.
Vedic, he would be Scorpio.
Hmm.
My sister was Sagittarius. Well, my sister is Sagittarius. My brother is Capricorn.
Cool. Did you get on with them? Okay.
Oh, I love my sister to bits. My brother and I,
Mm.
nah.
Mm.
He's 7 years younger and he's better and bigger and
Mm.
smarter and wiser and more
Capricorn.
successful.
Shit. I've always found difficulties with Capricorns, especially men. I don't know why. we get on at we always get on at first, and it's like, yeah, we're both quite down to earth and quite sensible, and we don't rush into things and shit. But
How is the sun now?
they always want control, and we always end up arguing about some stupid shit, and we're just not friends anymore. Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone down, man. It's almost.
So, Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride back now anyway, so I'm gonna have to come offline, but I'll
Wow.
probably catch up. I can come back on later when I get home, be about 20 minutes or so.
Okay, excellent.
Cool.
Thanks for coming up.
No worries.
Thanks
It was
for joining
lovely,
me.
lovely. Look, always lovely
well.
chatting with you, man.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure. Pleasure's mine. You go well, Ricardo. And all love and be safe.
Yes,
Be
always, always,
safe.
man.
Be safe. Yeah.
I'm an experienced rider. Honestly, I'm
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
I'll be fine. See you soon, then, man.
Fabulous. Thank you for coming up. Really appreciate
Catch you
it.
later, everyone.
You're a blessing. You're a blessing. Love you lots.
See you soon.
Cheers.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
I wanted to read from the book, I don't know if you know, the book, The 48 Laws of Power. And the second law in power is, and this book is, as I'm reading through it, it's the purest example of the narcissist's Bible, by the way. I found their Bible the key to the narcissist's everything. Law number 2: never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Judgment: be wary of friends. They will betray you more quickly, for they are easily aroused to envy. They also become spoilt and tyrannical. But hire a former enemy, and he will be more loyal than a friend, because he has more to prove. In fact, you have more to fear from friends than from enemies. If you have no enemies, find a way to make them. What do you think of that? The keys to power. It is natural to want to employ your friends when you find yourself at times of need. This world is a harsh place, and your friends soften the harshness. Besides, you know them. Why depend on a stranger when you have a friend at hand? The problem is that you often do not know your friends as well as you imagine. Friends often agree on things in order to avoid an argument. They cover up their unpleasant qualities so as not to offend each other. They laugh extra hard at each other's jokes. Since honesty rarely strengthens friendship, you may never know how a friend truly feels. Friends will say that they love your poetry, adore your music, envy your taste in clothes. Maybe they mean it. Often they do not. When you decide to hire a friend, you gradually discover the qualities he or she has kept hidden. Strangely enough, it is your act of kindness that unbalances everything. People want to feel they deserve their good fortune. The receipt of a favor can become oppressive. It means you have been chosen because you are a friend, not necessarily because you are deserving. There is almost a touch of condensation in the act of hiring friends that secretly afflicts them. The problem with using or hiring friends is that it will inevitably limit your power. The friend is rarely the one who is most able to help you, and in the end, skill and competence are far more important than friendly feelings. All working situations require a kind of distance between people. You are trying to work, not make friends. Friendliness, real or false, only obscures that fact. The key to power, then, is the ability to judge who is best able to further your interests in all situations. Your enemies, on the other hand, are an untapped gold mine that you must learn to exploit. When Talleyrand, Napoleon's foreign minister, decided in 1807 that his boss was leading France to ruin and the time had come to turn against him, he understood the dangers of conspiring against the emperor. He needed a partner, a confederate. What friend could he trust in such a project? He chose Fouché, head of the secret police, his most hated enemy, a man who had even tried to have him assassinated. He knew that their former hatred would create an opportunity for an emotional reconciliation. He knew that Fouché would expect nothing from him, and in fact would work to prove that he was worthy of Talleyrand's choice. A person who has something to prove that move mountains for you. Fouché would be based on the mutual self-interest and would not be contaminated with personal feeling. The selection proved perfect. Although the conspirators did not succeed in toppling Napoleon, the union of such powerful but unlikely partners generated most interest in the cause. Opposition to the emperor slowly began to spread, and from then on, Talleyrand and Fouché had a fruitful working relationship. Whenever you can, bury the hatchet with an enemy. Make a point of putting him in service. Never let the presence of enemies upset. What? Never let the presence of enemies upset. And then, oh, there, sorry. Or distress you. You are far better off with a declared opponent or two than not knowing where your real enemies lie. The man of power welcomes conflict, using enemies to enhance his reputation as a sure-footed fighter who can be relied upon in times of uncertainty. So let's get back to the topic at the matter of hand. The matter at hand. That's from the 48 Laws of Power. You should get the book. It's quite brilliant. But we're not really allowed to disperse of this information very wildly because it is a copyrighted information, of course, you know, but there is only one earth that we live on and 8 billion different worlds that we live in. And so what I wanted to show you was this thing. Whoever's there in the bushes, how you doing? I hope you're well. I'm well. Thank you very much for asking. Remember, this is an adult entertainment show. And you need to use your adult discernment in everything. Question everything. And if anybody's got a question, you may ask. But I wanted to show the screen and tell you about the bridal chamber. But first,
come check this.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
It's Sunday message from the Cathars. And today I decide to speak about the most difficult subject in Catharism. It's called the Bridal Chamber. When it first was revealed to our spiritual leader, John Bogomil, in 2004 in Ephesus, it was a revelation from Divine Mother, and you can read more about it in the beautiful book, which is called The Rose of the Seraphites, where it is explained better than I can explain, of course, but even John Bogomil couldn't understand, couldn't visualize what does it mean, the bridal chamber. And after years, he came to understanding that it is a space, it is a spiritual sphere where the divine soul living this world meets with the Most High as with a bridegroom, and it needs to pass through a lot of temptation, a lot of battles, a lot of challenges, a lot of sufferings on this earth to achieve, to be granted with being enter into this bridal chamber. Yes, we worship, we believe that all of us, we are brides of the Most High, and we are coming back. We have a desire to meet with Him in the sphere of the bridal chamber. For that, we need more of virginity, more of purity, of innocence, and to be like a heavenly bride, to be like an angel without any tiny drop of corruption within ourselves. We have to be transparent, we have to be full of heavenly love, or better even to say, to fall in love and to be in permanent state of falling in love with our heavenly bridegroom, the Holy Spirit, the Most High. Yes, I would rather stop here and send you to find this book on the internet or order it somewhere in our spiritual center. I just remind you, it is called The Rose of the Seraphites, and there it is being explained in better words, in a metaphorical way, what does it mean, the bridal chamber. And one more time, it is very, very important concept in Catharism. It is a primarily and the highest spiritual goal for each and every Katha brother or sister.
What is Catharism? Catharism. Catharism. Catharism is a dualistic Christian heresy that flourished in southern Europe, particularly in northern Italy and southern France, between the 12th and 14th centuries. It is known for its strict ascetic lifestyle, belief in the dualistic world of good and evil, the rejection of the Catholic Church's heresy, hierarchy, practices, and sacraments. Dualists believe in two opposing forces: a good God and the spirit of an evil God who created the material world. Reincarnation, they believe in a cycle of reincarnation where spirits are trapped in the material world and needed to be freed from the influence of evil God. Asceticism, Cathars lived a strict, austere life, often rejecting marriage, wealth, and material possessions. A rejection of the Catholic Church. They rejected the Catholic Church's authority in sacraments, except for a form of consolamentum they developed, and its hierarchy. Pacifism. Cathars are generally pacifists and believe in non-violence. The historical context. Growth and spread. Catharism gained popularity in areas like Languedoc of France and the parts of northern Italy during the 12th and 13th centuries. Rejection of the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church viewed Catharism as heresy and launched the Albigensian Crusade, also known as the Cathar Crusade, in an attempt to suppress it. Suppression and decline. The Crusade and later papal inquisitions led to the persecution and eventual suppression of Catholicism. I never heard of this before. So also it's, I'm just watching the wrong one. Stop sharing. Should have said show this instead. Yes, indeed. Max, you're back. Has the leading YouTube detective finally given up on the Moscow story? As words spread in this, it's a hoax. It seems so to me. No, she'll be back. She's back. I think she's got something listed, some video somewhere in the future. But how, the lady is the same age as my sister. And so there is some respect, she's a little bit of a generation before me, but not too much older than I. And she likes to whip. She's like a dominatrix. She likes to whip the men, doesn't she? Just because she popped out a few babies. But, I saw the darker side of the lady, of the granny, the newest granny on the streets. Well, the granny's children, they pop them out a lot these days in America, I think. Did you? I don't know, Max. Do you watch the great detective, the YouTube detective? Do you watch her? She was driving the other day. It seems like all the women from Gypsy to Team Rose to Lenny, they were all driving, but I didn't know that Lenny had a tattoo. Like a gangster tattoo. Did you know that? Did you see that? A gangster tattoo. Of all things. It's like my one tarot reader. I follow one South African tarot reader besides me. And he has the same tattoo as Lenny. You don't watch The Chief Detective, don't you? You don't come in as Barbara Smith, do you? Oh dear me. So, are you spiritual at all, Max? How were you raised? Were you raised in a Methodist church, in some Mormon church in Southern California? Yeah, I mean, you travel around America. You're using a sock account right now. Where's your wrench? Did I take it away from you? You were raised Roman Catholic. You see. So you, oh, I see. Interesting. And married with children. You don't have to tell me. That's fine. I understand. Where's the old lady? She's with her baby daddy's father. Yes, it's Daddy's Day today. Are you a daddy? Yes, you too. You too. Wow. Wow, Max. Happy Father's Day to you and to all the daddies out there. I mean, I just had a what does she call it? I can't say it now. Where is the search? A plethora of people in chat that didn't have any children, who are past the age of bearing children. A plethora. Not a plethora. A plethora. A plethora of people in chat that didn't have any babies. Even my last panelist didn't have any babies either. Your son is 33 and your daughter is 30. Congratulations. Good man. Wow. That's incredible. So you're definitely a granddaddy too. I see. I'm sure. Well, maybe your son hasn't gone through the change yet. Although you can't. That's what I was thinking today. Okay, all these grannies. I mean, talking about the pet detective. She mustn't come with these high horses. These high horses telling you that she knows everything. She was a child bride. A child bride. I'm telling you, as soon as they get busy, and they control men, they have a man that they can control, they think they can control the world. Am I wrong there, Max? Am I wrong? I don't know your situation, but at least you have 2 kids. At least you can say you're a daddy. I don't know if they even wished you Happy Daddy's Day. I don't know if you celebrated or not. Anyway, these are the days of our lives. Oh, wrong one.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
Oh, Max, seriously. Max wants to tell us that women make great leaders. That's just a generalized statement that Max wants to tell us. I don't know. Can you give us some examples? Besides Margaret Thatcher. Where's the light on? I was reading. I thought that's better. Yeah. Margaret Thatcher. Who else? But most of England don't think Margaret Thatcher was a good leader at all. But then they can't remember her. Who else? Do you think a good YouTuber makes a good leader? What makes a good leader? A woman. That's what Max would say. I have 5 sisters, 2 brothers. The younger sister is the senior VP of the 10th largest firm in America. Is that from nepotism? just the first thing that came to mind. Or from her money? Or is it from because she is needed? Is she the right person for the job? Senior VP, Vice President. So that's a business leader. She's filling a post. She's reached the ceiling, however high you want that to go. So congratulations, well done. I don't personally think women make good leaders at all. I think men don't make good leaders either. People can become great leaders. A person, whether they're male or female, makes no difference with the sex. But I know what you're trying to say. No, but I mean, seriously, this is the stupidest statement I've ever heard in my life. It's not Mother's Day today. It's Father's Day today. And we're lifting fathers. We're lifting daddies. It's the Daddy's Day, okay? It's not Empress Day today. It's Father's Day, okay? The thing is that what brings me to this now is the whole trans question, with the courts deciding in Scotland that there are only 2 genders. And there's a very important reason for this, and it's actually got nothing to do with the human being itself. It's got to do with expression. German is the first place to go to. In German, everything in their language, every object has a gender. And in architecture, like this green screen or this back screen behind me, it's a building. It's divine feminine. It holds the people inside. And that's when you call a very large firm. I wonder if it's a masculine word or a feminine word. Let's see. I think it's feminine. In French, it's masculine. Huh? It's masculine. No, but that's film, not film firm. Firm. The word firm in English is not inherently masculine or feminine. It is used as a noun. And in French, I don't think there is a word in French for firm. It's a purely American word. Firme. meaning company or business, is feminine. Is feminine. Femme is feminine. In French, the word firm can refer to two different things, each of which its own grammatical gender. Firma, with an E at the end, meaning the company or business is feminine. Una firma. Firma as an adjective meaning firm, as in not yielding, is also feminine. Una cosa firma. When used in the feminine noun, but masculine when used with a masculine noun. Okay, so it's an adjective. It's bi. It's trans. I just went on a tangent there. Go figure. That reminds me of Team Rose. She, do you know what? Do you want to know what Team Rose's nickname was when she was young? Were you watching? I know. We'll see how good the audience are here. Do you know what Team Rose's nickname was when she was young? I wonder if you know. I've worked for Italians, English, Polish, and German bosses. Tell me which were the best. The Polish, I guess. I would say the Polish. So I always want to say police. The Popo. The Polish, I guess. But that you put in a small. Maybe it's the English. I wonder. I have worked for racists and xenophobics. The Germans were your best by far. In Germany or in America? Did you work with them in Germany or in America? That's very interesting. But, American Germans is a different story to a real German. And a South African German is a different story to a German German. Believe you me. In America, yes. That's like an Italian in America. They're not really Italians. Yeah, they like remember the other lass from England. Okay, she was second generation, but from Sicily. Even PJ, from PJ Vision, Ivanka, she's from not Ukraine. Where's she from again? Croatia. And she's American, man. She's American. She's not Croatian anymore. Maybe her mother's Croatian, but she's American. And that's the same. But, that's what I'm saying. People are people. This generalized speaking that makes me wonder about you, Max. Makes me wonder about. I called you a liar in the detectives chat the other day. Did you see her shout at me? She gave me an ear bashing. Did you notice? Did you see that? She wanted to tell me I have no idea what I'm talking about. And in actual fact, that's not the point, is it? You can't just not say anything because you did quite a natural thing. You had a baby. Now you can't talk about that. Anyway, let me not talk about it. I missed it. What did you lie about? Well, a lot of things. You just throw out this. I don't know. Is it true? So I said you lie because you believed Dot and Martin. You believe they're in love. You really do. And I only know that because Team Rose didn't believe me until you told her. So I laughed. I said, Team. Well, Max said yes, and she's relocating. It's just for the show. It's not real. Believe me, it's not real. I don't believe it's real at all. Everything's a lie. Like what you tell me. I must take everything at arm's length. You can't trust anyone. But then again, rather the frenemy you know than the one that you don't know. I've learned this. But I just read that in the book there. Yes. We must learn from the narcissists, don't you think? You want to come back up and chat, Ricardo? Why have you got drugs on your avocado, on your avatar? There we go. The detective has arrived. First, I don't think I can control the world. Second, Peter. At times, I'm an actress. You are brilliant. You are amazing. And I'm not loving, well, I am. That's a love bomb. But it's true. You are. I mean, you're a much better creator. And you are. That's why that Laura gave you a tip, a very good American tip, because you have the patience of, I don't know, Mother Teresa. Oh, it's not an easy job when you need to try and make everybody happy, and you also need to create a stir and a little bit of a. So tell me about your tattoo. Yes. Okay, there we go. What I just repeated what Dot said. I think it may be a joke. Yeah, I don't know. It's like Tweedledee and Tweedledum with those two. They think they're conning us both. The one, I don't know. I just don't trust them. And I spoke to them the very next day, and then Martin just went, ha, 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 to me. I was like, okay, well, I'm not speaking to you again. And that's why I wanted to take his wrench away from him. If he was going to come up here, and there's a few other people that want to come up on the panel, they're welcome to come up on the panel. I've got some certain words as well. If they have words for me, I have words too. Words are swords. So, Leni says, no, it's the wrong one. Third MT tattoo is not gang tattoo. I drew it myself, so nobody has a tattoo like me. Okay. MT. Is it an M and a T? Is it your initials? Anything else I need to make right? Nothing at all. You don't need to. What do you need to make right? People just take offense. I thought I handled it well. I didn't watch the whole meltdown on Queen Pin. I didn't watch her whole live. I watched the beginning. It was agonizing. It was like, this is going to take fucking forever. I don't need to watch it. And then she went live again. And then I watched that one. I thought, okay, fine. What the hell? She says, I don't hate Lionel. So she's fine. So at least she's fine. That's all I wanted to know. She's fine. She can say what the hell she wants about me. There's nothing I can do about it. Anybody can say what the hell about me. They can say it. Either I can respond or I don't have to watch it, you know. So I don't know. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to make a scene about it? My tattoo, not empty. Okay, my tattoo. If I had I've drawn a few tattoos that I've thought of. Is this a tattoo I want or not? But why on the hand, darling? Why on the hand? Why not like under your armpit or under your tit or something? Why on the hand? Because you were in the army. You're an army wife. That's why. Because your army husband did it. Am I right or wrong? Well, then he apologized to me when Moscow is revealed as a hoax. When is it going to be revealed as a hoax, though? When? Please tell me when. Is it coming soon? That's why I think she said, that's why I think she'll be back. I follow a legal channel. Lawyers are openly called in Moscow. a psyop, which is a hoax. But you know what, Lini, while you're here now, Max, will you apologize to me, to the families, whenever you figure out you're wrong? Yes. Lini and other Americans, listen to me now. You know what was a red flag? Do you know what was a psyop? The riots in LA. Because Trump knew that Israel's going to bomb Iran. America is at the war, basically. America, every Air Force base, every Army base is on high alert right now. They needed troops in California. How do you get them there? Well, you just pay a few actors, my friends. And it's time to loot. What do you think about that conspiracy theory? Non sequitur. Non sequitur. Are you speaking Latin now? Thank you, Moonrocks. I'm talking texting. It takes however it wants. Oh, yes. I like a talk texting myself too. It's the thumbs get a bit. Max, want a panel up? That's the same old story with you and Max. But this is not even the real Max. This is his sock account. It's like Moonrocks and Ricardo. It's also, that's how it works. Then you use your sock account when you want to go into the chat panelverse, and then shish kebab. You don't get any memberships. Did you hear that, Lini? You need to come in your real account. So then if people buy you memberships, then you get a membership. And if you're coming in your sock, you don't want your sock to have the membership, do you? Stick broke. What a joke. Let's have a discussion, Maxie Smith. Let's hear your voice again. Your nice, young 66-year-old voice. Max has 2 kids. Max, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Lini. Did you have a nice day today, or are you cooking dinner? I mean, lunch. It's about 2 p.m. in Indiana, I think. Lini, your research is reading documents from the state. That's not research. That is research. Listen to me. Listen to me. Lini, if that's research, that's research. I mean, where else do you want the dockets from? Do you want it from lawyers who lie? Because the only thing that lawyers know about is maybe. That's the answer. Maybe. That's all lawyers know. Not yes, not no, maybe. What do doctors say? Let's see what we can do. Because they just practice. And when we realize, I mean, I'm sure Lini knows by now, there's some people that hide behind names and educations, but they're really not good people, and they don't follow the rule of law, and they like to seed people's minds and lie and deceive. I'm not relying on lawyers. I did my own research. Are you a murder investigation? That's why I've got the true crimes community here now. Cheers to the queers, applause to the whores. No, dot under whore left. So, I don't know, Lini, did you see the meltdown? I said, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's have. Lini, what are you doing? Why aren't you with your family? Isn't it a family day today? Or is your husband out on... I mean, it's Sunday and it's Father's Day. Or are you with your sons? You're with your son. You're working. That's what you're doing. I wonder, do you guys also have a holiday tomorrow? Is it a bank holiday in America? It's Juneteenth, isn't it? It's Juneteenth tomorrow. Or am I wrong? It's Juneteenth tomorrow. When is Juneteenth? No, it's on Thursday. It's on Thursday. Yes. Well, we have our holiday tomorrow, June 16th, where the police started fire on all the African people who wanted to go on strike against the education minister. A federal holiday in America, yes, it's an important day. It's an important day, indeed. Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the United States. It is celebrated annually on June the 19th to commemorate the ending of slavery in the United States. I know my stuff. It's like a Black Month. It's like African American Month. Well, retail, I wouldn't expect them. But like these days, even Christmas, the stores are open. Christmas Day, you can go to the supermarket. New Year's Day, you can go to the supermarket. Easter, you can go to the supermarket. Leni says, Max, not going to answer. Figures because you're not who you say you are, and you will prove with an idiot you are. Well, that's what I thought earlier. Exactly that. I said, no, Max, you're a woman. You're a woman. To say that women can be good leaders. Women can be good leaders. Most businesses do not recognize it. Must be women leaders. Look at the mayor in fucking Los Angeles. She's not a very good leader, is she? She burnt down California now. She told the police to leave. Let them strike. Let them. I need a smoke break. It's getting cold in here. It's not hot. It's getting cold in here. What's the temperature there where you are? Tell me your state. Your state of mind and temperature. It is 6 degrees Fahrenheit. 6 degrees Fahrenheit. No, man. Shut up. 6 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. It's 42 degrees Fahrenheit here now. And I'm in a good state of mind. I'm in a great state of mind. Not in New York. No. But your tattoo on my wrist, because it's where the blood is drawn. It made sense what it says. Well, I also, after I've gotten scars, I've got scars myself from car accidents and from my surgery. Why the fuck not? There's nothing wrong with tattoos if you've got scars. I mean, for my life, I went through a car here with this arm, and I went through the car window, and then I flew over, and then I landed in the tar, and I went through the car window at like 60 kilometers an hour, and it cut me over here. It was about that long. This big cut, the scar, like a Y. And over here, my hands, it's like deep scars. Now they're gone. But the very next year, I went to the Navy, and you're standing in queue and you've got your arms rolled up, and you can see in the cold, then these scars were like blue black on my skin. I scar very badly. And then I got this scar here. Why not tattoo over it? I mean, it's like this scar here. Hey? I should get a tattoo over this scar. Once you've done the face, I don't know, and the neck, I don't know. Maybe you see the sun never gets here under my chin, and it's so white. It's the whitest part of my body. Lini, you told your chat you are smart. Let's hear about that. You know what, Max? You remind me of someone in Maine. I don't know what her name is Deborah. Deborah. Did you know there's a book in the Bible named after her? To have you know. Deborah was a very good judge in Israel. She led Israel through the wars against the Philistines. Did you know this? Max gets his info from conspiracy channels. He wouldn't know research if it slapped him in his face. You see, this is what I've been thinking. I've been sinking like a ship that sinks in the sea. Max, I'll tell you anything you want. Let's paddle up. She's been promising. Max has been promising. And what about Barbara Smith? Who do you think Barbara Smith is? I don't know if I'm speaking out of place now. It was too funny. Before this last video, she emails me and she sends me, look, this person was trolling. This soccer account was trolling. Yesterday it was this name, and now today it's this name. And she shows me the photographs, the proof, the receipts. And I said, well, for all I know, it could be you. You know these streets, there's some dangerous lasses on the street. I've got tears in my eyes now. According to Lini, I'll give you much more to talk about in your other chats, although I hear you're being kicked out of quite a few chats lately. Where? At Maria G? At Maria G, I'm sure. Or is it G2K? Lini, I'm not going to brag about my successes in life. I want to hear about yours. Yes, Max Smith's got 2 kids. One son of age 33, one daughter age 30. He's never smoked or drunk in his life, and he's 66 years old. And he's in Southern California, and it's 92 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot. That's hot. Wow. That's like almost 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, panel up. Ask me questions. Don't say that word in this place. That's a swear word. He threatens me. He threatened me on my messenger. G2K, I have you know. He threatened me like a gangster style, threatened with a voice note. If you want to hear it, you have to let me know. No, Max Smith could be Nicole for all we know. What have you got on your ankle? A butterfly. I want a tramp stamp. I don't know why. Because I got no bum. I've got a very conservative ass. I want a tramp stamp. I don't want arm tattoos, or maybe because now I'm old man. I'm getting old man skin. You know, I was quite bulkier 10 years ago, and I've got chicken legs now for legs. Imagine I had tattoos there. They would look worse with the wrinkles and shite and stuff. I can't deal with his channel. It doesn't do anything for me. At least with the women, it's funny, it's lighthearted, and they're venomous. If you're horrible enough in the chat, they'll sort you out fast enough than the men. But the men are bigger bitches. You have to understand this. Yeah, I don't. And do you want to hear what he said to me? I'll do the Jesus out of you, or what? I don't know what he's trying to tell me. I was like, what, you? He sends me a chat in Messenger, so I accept him. I know exactly who this is. I said, yes, how can I help you? How are you doing? How is your wife doing? So the next day I get an answer. You can't help me. And then he blocks me. So I'm like, okay, fine. Yesterday morning, I get this voice note, like a gangster talking. I'm going to, cut your head off or whatever. Fucking, what? What have I done? Wow, what have I done? I posted that thing, that funny meme of the wrench feeding, a rare picture found of a wrench feeding another wrench. Incredible. And I said, found in Alabama. Why? Because, well, the only person I know that's called Amy is in Alabama. And I'm not too sure if she is the same Amy that we know or not. The real Barbara Smith is my YouTube mama. She has been on my panel, and your channel member, Barbara Smith, the channel member, is she your mother? Oh, your YouTube mama. Why doesn't she have a wrench? Why doesn't she have a wrench? You see, that's what I just read in this book before you came. It's important to have the enemies, because you use the enemies. Politics is a funny thing. Yes, and there's YouTube streets of very... People turn their backs on you so fast. So fast, so fast, so fast. According to Lini, people are under stress. The IQ drops 30 points. Well, mine does. And I only have 30. The Moscow scriptwriter was under pressure and to produce content, then made a ton of mistakes. Why do you think that people are dead? Where are their bodies? You know, that's like saying Sandy Hook was fake. We all know what happened there. But I'm telling you, the LA riots were fake. Okay. They were all fake. It's for the news. It's all made up. And the Republic and the deep state, Donald Trump paid them all to do it. But you don't need to pay them much. These people that are marching against the American king. Where's the fucking king? Your ankle, my ankle tat wraps around my leg with a vine and the leaves and hearts. Wow. Yes, you are quite a sensual lover. I noticed. You were speaking one day live and you were talking about cocktails and you wanted to have sex on the beach. And you just imagined, oh, that would be so nice to have some sex on the beach. Max Smith still. So is that why he wasn't arrested? Is that why he's on the loose? Bergen Flurgen. What's his name? Bergen. Did I miss that? Oh, no, I didn't. Max, shut the fuck up. You annoy me. You're an idiot. You talk big shit constantly but won't go toe to toe with me. Moon rocks, I have sex on the beach. I used to have sex on the rocks, on the beach. I can't stand pussy men, and that's what you are. No, he's not a real man. He's not a real man. He's a Team Rose. That's what he is. That's why you got banned from G2K. And that's how I knew, because Team Rose just, how fucking dare she time me out for 24 hours? I'm blocked. Why don't they let me speak? Sorry, I'm spitting. I nearly spat all my teeth out. Why does it sound like this is confession with you today, Ricardo? Would you like a chocolate? Would you like a chocolate? Which one? Blue, red, purple, green. Which one would you like? Dot's back in the house. I adore a cocktail too. My favorite used to be Long Island iced tea. Oh, yeah, baby, yeah. Long Island iced tea. After 7 of those, it's like drugs, darling. You don't need any drugs. You just need 7 Long Island iced teas. When I lived in Durban, Moon Rocks, you said Durban. Oh, Durban used to be so magical, but now they pushed all the whites out of there. I didn't read this. You're 6'1" and you run the 8-minute mile. This is like, what's his name? 3 Dot Dave. And and he has sex on the beach. Blue for me, please. No. You want to go underneath? I'm too noisy in this church. You can hear a pin drop. All over the colors of that chocolate. Now, which one do you want? Blue. That's what you were saying, blue. Blue. Can you guess? I'm saying it's white inside. It's a coconut, like me. Mojito. But it doesn't taste like coconut. It's just rich, white, and fluffy chocolate inside. It's double. Sugar rush. Instant. only one cocktail the worst cocktail to me, but I mean, I'll drink it, but it's so overrated, is Cosmopolitan, please. And when it was fashionable, I don't know if it is anymore, but it was during Sex in the City, and she made the Cosmo famous. And we all had to make fucking Cosmos for the ladies. But here in South Africa, we don't. Cranberry juice is very dear. It's cheap up in the UK and that. So it's never caught on here. You're back, Lord Saint Martinique. What's your favorite cocktail? You're just a beer man. Yes, if I have two or more, I'm too tipsy. No, then you need a dance floor. That's like a shooter. Oh, if you want me dancing, then you need to give me. You give me a tequila, I'm either fighting or I'm dancing. If I don't dance, then I've got to get rid of the tension. I need to put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. We'll all have tea. Lini and me. Shh. They think, the poor animals think I'm talking to the idiots. And I suppose I'm not talking to the idiots, I'm talking to me. You're a fixture, Max, on all of our tongues. You live rent-free in our minds, Max Smith, and we've never ever even seen you. You can't handle your drink. Are you on psych drugs, if I may ask, Ricardo? Like Martin. Martin can't drink either. Mojito is nice. Mojito is very nice. Long Island iced tea. But I also, I got to run. I got to dance. I got to have fun. You can't be sitting around having Long Island iced teas unless it's, I don't know, it's party time. You know what I mean? With the rum in it. Well, Long Island iced tea is all five, but it's white rum. It's Bacardi. All five of the white ones. That's how you know. Except, yes, of the white shots. So it's vodka, tequila, Bacardi, gin, and triple sec, or not triple sec, Cointreau. 5 shots. 5 halves of those 5. That's a Long Island iced tea. Mixed with orange juice and maybe a little drop of Coca-Cola too. No, it's mixed with Coke. It's mixed with Coke with the orange as its slice of orange as the garnish. Because I'm a motherfucking pirate. Because you are. You are. Indeed. Why did you call me a fool? Because you think I'm a horrible man to single mothers out there. I'd be happy to tell you to your face, Max. You just have to fight with men all the time. You Leo ladies love it. You find a man to latch onto and you see, you think it's not you. You think it's Max doing this to you, and he's done nothing. He just has his own opinion that you don't agree with, and because you can't see his point, you believe he's wrong. That's exactly what you did to me, Lini. It's exactly you on your high fucking horses, and you can name and rattle off all these diseases and No, I can't say disorder. I can call it, though, ably challenging things. These challenging things these are challenges which affects the ability, you see. And because I'm a granny, you're not allowed to talk like that, because you know what the words of the medical books and pharmaceutical people tell you. Porn star. Right. Obviously, I like the porn star martini because I'm martini. Would you like that shaken or stirred? Frozen margaritas is also very nice on a very hot day. I'm just doing out for the night. I like Strongbow. Rotten apples, darling. Rotten apples? You like rotten apples, do you? Shameful. Shameful. I love rotten apples. The girls in Ireland, they like their rotten apples. It's called bulmers. Bulmers in Ireland. And with ice. You have it with ice. It's a vibe. Ours is called Savannah or Hunter's Dry. Savannah. It's dry, but you can drink it. No, we're all seasoned drunks. Don't you worry. You don't need orange juice. No orange juice. It's got triple sec in it. It's triple sec, not Cointreau. I got it wrong. Sorry. It's 20 years since I did that job. According to Leni, I'm done talking about Moscow. I will watch it and collapse from all the sidelines. In the bushes. Why will it collapse? She'll just follow the lead of whatever the government and the courts are doing. I mean, it's not very difficult to report on these things, I think. I only make medical speak of qualified professionals, my lord. No, well, because she's a mother, she let me have it. She did indeed. Ice, ice, baby. That's Team Rose's song. Your tears, your tears. Tia Maria. Ice, ice, baby. All right. Okay. Oh, bullshit. It has nothing to do with being a granny. It has to do with being a mother. Being a mother. I mean, with living life. Well, girlfriend, you're not that much older than me. I could have also had children. I chose not to. I think if I was a woman, darling, if men could make, if we could be like the gods that can create their own, I think men, then we would have a population explosion. If men could procreate with each other. It has nothing to do with being a granny. It has to do with living life. You're the one who came on to my panel, and Max was talking about me before I said a word. I just came here to correct. Yes, no, I know, but I'm glad you came so that it's if I have anything to say, I want to say it to you while you are at least in the chat. Yes. Moonrocks, I like Bulmers. It is a quality song. Yes, that's why I said Bulmers. That's on tap. It's lovely. She said Strongbow, so it's a cider as well. But in Ireland, there's only one cider, and it's called Bulmers. There's no others available unless it's in the bottles. But anyway, according to Leni, misinformed you giving off me. You were giving misinformation about the tattoo. Gangster you are. You're a gangster. You're a street hussy. You became a soldier's wife who needed to become a soldier's wife, and it saved your life. That's what I think. Am I wrong? You became a granny in the end, and it saves your life. See, you can't be like me or Martin. We're useless. individuals, we have no children. We can't even celebrate Father's Day. Cider is a very West Country bay. What do you mean, West Country? Aren't you in the West Country? Are you North Country? Are you in the Midlands? In a Mew? Cider with ice? It can be refreshing, my lord. The girls, even there, they drink it normal beer. You get a Carlsberg in a bottle or a lager in a bottle. And you must serve it with ice. This is Ireland. If you serve ice in a beer glass here, they'll fire you. Then you know, oh, look at that. Troshy. She couldn't say your name properly. Troshy, you had a hairdo. Look at you. Max is a troll. Yes, we know. But he gives us things to talk about. He was my first person in chat today. I think it will collapse because it is 100% a script assembled in rush. Okay. I always had 3 cherries on my cider, so I knew which one was mine. Where did you get the cherries from? From the barman. Okay. Very clever. Seasoned drinker. How you doing, Troshy? You're looking very cute. Very young. Another one without a son or a daughter or 2. The gangsters. So Saint Martin. It's Saint Martin. Martinique. Deben Bay. Deben Bay. I kept on thinking that you were in West Country Bay. Deben Bay. You're in Deben Bay. Deben Bay. No, the cherries from the bartender. Oh. Sketchy back. 6,000 feet above sea level, and the air is very dry. And with the heater, it doesn't make it even any better. Why haven't you hit the fucking thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. There's so many in the fucking bushes, and you don't want to give me a thumbs up. Is that actually a place? Can I look it on the map here? Deben Bay. Deben Bay. UK. Bay. No, that button doesn't work. That does. No, there's a Dun and Bradstreet. Doesn't exist. Deben Bay doesn't exist. It's West Country. Devon. Doesn't exist. Gangster. I had another friend who drank cider and we both played darts. We'd get our drinks confused. I'm more of a pool player. I can Pool player, I'll beat you in the first round. I'm very good, actually. I grew up with a snooker, or with a snooker table. My one step uncle was a champion snooker player, or yeah, snooker player. But I played pool at the pubs. What are you saying here, Troshy? You have no kids, so not a real woman, as it says. Do you get treated like that as well? You're not treated because you're not a mummy. It's terrible. Although it does change a woman. I mean, we've got an addition to the family. This family friend of ours, she had her firstborn and she won't do it again. Then she had a natural birth and it's changed her completely. She had no painkillers or anything like that. People with opinions called socializing. But Max, you generalize too much. Like you came out and said, women make good leaders, great leaders. That's too generalizing because women and men don't make good, great leaders. People make great leaders. Devonshire, Devon Bay. Okay. So is this the new code talk for the YT streets? Exactly. Only 3. Thank you, number 3. Thank you very much, Max. You see, you do have it in you. You're not very good at pool. Well, you need to. But how do you play darts if you can't see? If you like Geppetto in Pinocchio, you can't see. Because it was Geppetto that was the cat, wasn't it? This makes them mad. Boy, male, human, bay. Like a bagel. Males in sports endeavor call each other bay. Oh, Lord have mercy, no way. Like, boy, buoy, buoy. Seriously, Martin? No wonder you're a nutter. Now, you still haven't given me the answer. What was Team Rose's nickname growing up? Come on, you all know her so you think you all know her so well. Come, let's see how much you know. Max, Toshi, Martin, Lucy, Leanie. What was Team Rose's nickname growing up? Your nickname for her is closest to it, actually. Almost. Devon. That's what I thought you were saying, Devon. You want to know? I'll type it in for you first. How in the world would I know? Because she said it in a one live. Or maybe she just she said it to me in an email. Is that the right way to spell it? Yes. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
Really, you don't watch her. Is a maid. Is a chambermaid. Who? The high priestess. I mean, the empress. Yes, she's a chambermaid. She is indeed. Nothing's changed then. No, exactly. It's tangent. It's very apt. That was Mississippi Talker. She would always say, uh, this is how she would describe the way Team Rose carries on, and then she'll be talking about something, and then she'll look and she'll say, "Oh, look, there's a butterfly," and then she'll go off on another fucking tangent. But yeah, forever the child. That's what she is. But now, who's been trolling her? It's you guys. You guys are the trolls. You're the socks with your other accounts. All here. I've got you all here now. Oh, yes, indeed. I do. You are all her trolls, indeed. My nickname was Dodo Bird, because I never forget. Really? Mine was cunt. Cunt. Oh boy. Is it fuck? I don't troll. Pay. Okay. You were Kid. Dot, your nickname was Kid. Well, cunt is my current nickname. No, but this is this one. My cunt is hairy. Then I got this one troll. This sock account. It's spelled M-I, like this. Let me type it in here. Spelled exactly like that. What's his name? Oh, he's funny. Good doodah. Mike Hunt is hairy. Hey. Mike Hunt is hairy. No, but I can show it to you. And they made my day. They made my day. I think it's a girl. I think because there's a fox on her profile, and she named her sock account "My Cunt is Hairy." But it's a fox, a picture of a fox. Generally, foxes are girls, right? Don't you think? You look like you had some Botox there, Toshi. Did you have some work done? Did you? Looking mighty fine there, Tosh. Yes. So do you have a public holiday this week as well, Toshi, in Australia? We've got one tomorrow. We have a federal holiday, as the Americans talk about it. They're having Juneteenth on Thursday. So this is the summer holidays in the Northern Hemisphere. Do you guys down under celebrate any holiday this week? I'd be surprised if you didn't. It seems like a Western thing to do this week. We all need a break from the fucking work, don't we? Hey, mate. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to read another law from the 48 laws of power? Hmm? Pick a number between 1 and 48. Go on then.
Come check this.
Thank you, St. Martin. Law 17. Keep others in suspense. Oh, I'm so far behind. Where did all these fucking messages come from? Did I have a brain freeze? Bloody shock account, you. Bloody shock account. Bloody. I've seen one called Jenna Tails. Jenna Tails. Oh, brilliant. Bloody buggers. Bloody buggers. Mad. In them. Oh, a fox. Foxy lady. But it wasn't Fox. I saw it on Enough Respect. God, no. All natural here. I got lost some weight, though. Okay. You lost some weight. You're full of tattoos. I'm not going to ask you about your tattoos. Go on, then. 17. Disco. Disco, baby. Disco. So here's law 17. Keep others in suspense. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Judgment. Humans are creatures of habit and with an insatiable need to see familiarity in other people's actions. Your predictability gives them a sense of control. Turn the tables and be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out trying to explain your moves. Taken to an extreme, this strategy can intimidate and terrorize. Well, yeah. They tell you this is a public forum, and then they rip your head off, and then they pull you underneath the bus, and they do it with a smile on their face with you on their panel, as you do. I want to get that whole big black shoulder arm thingy tattooed like you got. I see it in a lot of porn movies. Do you know that? And it looks so hot sometimes. This guy's, his entire arm is just black because he doesn't like what he did long before. You got a nice infinity symbol. That's very nice, Toshi. That's nice. That's it's not offensive to most. That's the problem is if I put a tattoo on, then it's already, it doesn't matter what it is. It'll be, people will take offense. Yes, it's a blackout. I remember you getting that. You did that on a live, yeah. Well, you had all the trolls with you then, you know. What time is it there, Toshi? You morning. It's Monday morning. Why aren't you at work? It's Australia, like 4 o'clock in the morning. You're still black here. Huh? Excuse me, Mom. MK Ultra was even here. You know that? Yeah. Let me play this for you, just for Toshi. For Toshi, Toshi, Toshi. This is just for you. I'm sure you'll love it. I think you will, mate. I think you will too. Not you again. What do you mean MK Ultra was looking for his favorite? He was looking for Team Rose. Yeah, but Team Rose is having a big family day today. Big family, the big family day. hmm hmm Hey, I did 3 hours today. I think I'm quite impressed with myself. And I was prepared to do even a 12 hour. But I think the dogs and the neighbors will definitely put me in jail for doing that. Here it goes. Max, I was offended you predicted Maria and MK union. While I'm Mission's friend, I would like to be MK's internet love. Thank you very much. Feel free to amend that. Did you see that? Max married everyone off like in one fucking breath. All over a fake love affair. Oh, nobody was sleepless at all. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. It was a great live. I didn't have to do it drunk. I did have some respect for all of you. I'm sorry if I offend anyone when I'm drunk because I don't have a brain. And I think I actually have something to talk about when I'm drunk. But it's one thing going on a live and then just rambling. And what I must say is there's some of you guys are brilliant with your rants and your raves and your ramblings, we know. But that Capricorn in Virginia State, she's very, very good. That Queen Pin. When she's got something to say, she can really put that word salad together and make you think, you know. And the way she says, don't forget to put the thumbs up on your way out or your way in and shake it all about. I was fooled by Dot for a day. No, I think a little bit longer than that. Even Team Rose didn't believe me. I find it easier to be genuine. I don't know. There you are, Wiccan. I must apologize to you, my lovely lady. I'm on the wrong laptop and my password is on the other laptop and my battery keeps on going flat. And I meant, like, I'm on my dad's laptop now because it's the only strength. My notebook can't do the StreamYard. But my battery won't charge since last night. I was going through and I need that notebook because it's connected through Wi-Fi to the speakers for my work, for the music. And I can't even connect. Everything's such a fucking schlep. Anyway, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for coming to join me. It's for the little bit of the notifications that I get. Oh, we can set something on Discord. Then somebody else said something on Discord. For me to go into it is such a slap. But I'll get there eventually. And my phone doesn't stop reminding me. I promise you. I keep on getting notified from Discord. Yes. Let's clear the energy. Right. I've got a horseshoe here. We're going to clear the energy of lies. It's my tuning fork. Where's the fork? I had a fork a moment ago there. It's my tuning fork. Mississippi talker, who's the walker on the streets? She's coming to say howdy. How you doing? Mississippi talker, now that you're here. I put that live on members because I was so drunk in that live. How shocking. And that was also when Wiccan was up on the panel with me. Please, could you drop your link for your channel in the comments below, and Mississippi Talker can find, but you're both wrenches, so you can both look at your Mississippi Talker. You can get to her channel now. Ta-da! I'm a matchmaker from heaven. Don't worry, I called everyone a troll. Everyone's trolls here, darling. I'm the Lord Troll. Didn't hear that from you. Delete that. Rewind. Ma'am, you're in Tennessee. Well, you're the only Tennessee. She's not from Tennessee, is she? She's from Milwaukee, isn't it? It's not from Tennessee. Mississippi. Thank you, Wiccan. Mr. Whitehead, love. I said in Tennessee. I'll see you in 10. Okay, I'll see you. I will be doing a live on the first Saturday of July on a book banning. Wow. Are you banning a trans book? I hope so. My Milwaukee neighbor was from Tennessee, beyond good looking and great accent. Swamp creature me. It's called a troll. A busy troll, then silver lining and all. You naughty people, you. Oh, I had fun today. Thank you very much.
Because, vampires.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
Oh my good Lord, tell him drink some. 'Cause I'm gonna pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
When? Did she name you and shame you? Again? Did she name you? How's that live of hers? Got cut off. And she says, there's one good thing about Lionel, and then that's the end. Terrible. I wanted to know what she was going to say, and she probably obviously forgot. And I just remembered, piece of shit. Thank you. That's what I learned today. For once and for all, I know what a POS is. Thank you, Team Rose. That's good, Lionel. It's all about fun. Yes, it is. You never gave me a hard time about being drunk, but I mean, it's not nice being around a drunk person when you're very sober. Yes, and especially also like with Tina. Tina she'll get withdrawals being around a drunk person, or maybe she'll think like a wife beater, like her husband or ex-husband. I mean, a Mississippi Talker. She has problem with her certain men. I think it's her brother. who has also a drinking problem. It's not nice being around a man that has a drinking problem. Not nice at all. I just been accused of lying. Oh, shock, horror. Please, sometimes you need to lie. Did you know that? Hmm? Just don't lie when you're dealing with the government, unless it's the taxes, then you must lie. I'm joking. I am not Team Rose. But she did what? But did she? No, but did see a woman who looks much like her on my Wisconsin. That's way. Wait now. Let me go to her channel quickly. Wiccan. Everybody subscribe to Wiccan, please. Everybody subscribe to Wiccan. Wow, look at your pregnant butt there. I mean, tummy. Is that your pregnant tummy? Oh no. Nice pictures. Nice pictures. Let me play it quickly. And then we can play it. I'm playing in the wrong one. Oh no! What am I in? Okay, let me do it here then. There. Thank you. There. Mm-hmm. 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 Please go into Wiccan's channel to give her a thumbs up in her latest video or her last video, and she's going to go live. You must put the notification on. Amanda K. Jones went missing in 2005. Just when did you do this? Okay. Sure. Drinking in the Lord's house. I'm not drinking, I'm drinking coffee. But I would. It's a thing, you know. They do it every Sunday. They drink what's called Holy Communion. Don't you think? I'm going to go to Wiccan's channel now. We're going to play something from her channel. Beethoven's Fifth. Boom. Boom. Sippy, Lionel thinks I'm faking my feelings for Martin. I think Martin's faking his feelings for you, Dot. Are you sure? None of us believe it. None of us believe it. There's too many liars. Everybody's liars. A wanker, you mean? No, man. The guy from The Godfather, what's his name? Marlon Brando. Okay, let's present this. But I don't want to do this.
I have a case and it's very near and dear to my heart. This is the case of Amanda K. Jones, and that is her lovely daughter there kissing her belly, her little brother, and her little brother's name is Hayden. And I would like to read a little bit about Amanda and let you guys know what happened in her case. So, this is an article from 2019. Amanda Jones, 26, went missing August 14th, 2005, when she was about a week due to give birth. So, going back a little bit, Amanda met a man named Brian Westfall at her company's holiday party in December of 2004. The two spent the night together, but the relationship ended there. In February of 2005, Amanda told Brian Westfall she was pregnant, and his response to her was to get an abortion. So during her whole pregnancy, she kept hoping that Brian would want to be a part of the baby's life and that he would change his mind. And but he never did. And he was upset that she wanted to keep the baby. So on August 14th, 2005, she went to church with her family, and then Brian Westfall called her out of the blue and asked to meet with her to talk about the baby. So around 1 p.m. on that day, Amanda and Brian met to discuss the baby. Around 1:15 p.m., Amanda took a call from a relative. After that, no one has seen or heard from her since. Later that night, Amanda's blue Pontiac Sunfire was found unlocked and abandoned in the Hillsborough Civic Center parking lot where she was meeting up with Brian Westfall. Her purse, wallet, car keys, and phone still haven't been recovered. There is a $20,000 reward leading to information on Jones and her unborn son, Hayden. If you have any information, you can call the number going across the screen on the bottom. And then I have another article, which is the most recent article that I could find, and it's dated December 9th, 2021. Brian Westfall, the prime person of interest in the disappearance of Amanda Jones, died this week as the investigation was picking up momentum. In the beginning, when Amanda first went missing, police had questioned Westfall, and he allowed them only to conduct limited searches of his rural Jefferson County property, but they never had enough to charge him. In recent months, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department had been working with the Missouri Attorney General's cold case unit, and Westfall was close to being charged in connection with Jones's disappearance. In October, Jones's parents and daughter filed a wrongful death lawsuit, which Westfall had been notified of. They said the suit will continue with some adjustments due to Westfall's death. Now, I personally believe that Brian Westfall had something to do with her disappearance because he calls her up out of the blue to talk about the baby when he wanted nothing to do with the baby at all, and he wanted her to have an abortion in the beginning. Um, and it's really sad that all this time has gone by and no one has ever found her, and it's really sad. But like I said, if anyone has any information, you can call the number on the bottom of the screen. There is a $20,000 reward. Um, but that is the beautiful Amanda there in the picture with her daughter and her unborn baby, Hayden. So that's all I have for you guys on this case. If you would hit the like, and you can leave a comment after the video. And thank you so much for watching.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm just making myself some coffee quickly.
Want to be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas and a safe and sane holiday season. But for novelist Paul Sheldon, it won't be very merry at all. He's spending Christmas in bed.
There is nothing to worry about. You're gonna be just fine. I'm your #1 fan.
I think one of my clients, Paul Sheldon, might be in some kind of trouble.
Ryder? This year,
My name is Annie Wilkes.
#1 fan. He won't be going to any parties.
Oh, Paul, I've read everything in misery novels. I love them so.
He won't be seeing any friends.
They said he checked out last Tuesday. Isn't that a little strange?
Paul, say hello to Misery.
Misery.
Yes, I told you I was your #1 fan.
He won't be spending time with his family.
Paul, forgive me for prattling away and making you feel all oogie.
He'll have only one person to help him through the holidays.
Catch this.
Hurdle game.
Annie Wilkes.
What a poet you are.
She loves everything he ever wrote,
I'd love to stay here and chat, but I'm right at the end, and I gotta find out what happens.
except this.
You dirty bird. How could you?
You murderer!
Whatever you're thinking about doing, please don't do it.
It's for the best.
Misery.
God, I love you.
Me, Max, me. Me, myself, and I. That's who Mississippi thinks is jelly. But there was something I was thinking about while I was in flow state at the toilet. It is, oh yes, I can't play the other clip anymore. Do you know that, Max? The one that you loved so much, where I say, I think you're going to lose your channel for 48 hours. I can't play it anymore. Do you know that? Because there was a reason why I went up on that channel. And now that reason means nothing to anyone, or anyone that it meant anything to. I don't know if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean? A lighter will always stop working in the middle of the night. It won't stop working in the morning, will it? What's the time there? It's now 10 to 12. I think I've done a good innings. This is like a long cricket match. And South Africa won the World Test cricket. Well done to South Africa. We won something, and we won it out of the blue. Did you know that? At Lords of London, we won. Not that I'm into cricket. I've got crickets in my crickets. Anyway, it's time to say, hey, I wanted to have a good Father's Day with all the daddies out there. Go make them happy. Go on, go make a daddy happy. Go look for some DILFs. Because I gotta go. I got to go, baby. I mustn't smoke like a fag. Lady Gators in a wild crocodile. Are you going live, Martin? No, you go live in the morning. I used to like your morning lives. Your cousin's the English coach. Really? Are you a cricket fan? Do you watch cricket? Only luckily by chance. How did I find out? because I never watch the news. Where did I listen to the radio? I can't even remember where I heard it. When we won, I think it was the midday news or something. And there was on the midday news in South Africa on Friday, she says, well, there is that, but nobody thinks the South Africans are going to win. But the South Africans fucking won. Fucking won. So yes, Toshi, I'm thinking of having a blackout tattoo on my penis. So nobody sees it. Or some Freemasonic symbol. That's what tattoo I would go for, a Freemasonic symbol. Not the too much pharaonic or pharaoh symbols. I like the Masonic symbols. You like the T20 series, but it's fast and fun. Do you ever bet? Because that's what cricket is all about. It's about the betting. I'm only noticing now this church behind me. Can you see the reindeer can you see I want to point to it. Behind my ear here, over here, look, that's a reindeer. It's a reindeer. I mean, these are, I don't know what church this is. It was just on my dad's laptop and they were in England somewhere. These are holiday pics. Some or England or Germany, I'm not sure. Yes. I actually got a big black dildo. I showed it to Sierra. She said, no, don't show anybody that. So I'm not going to show it. I'm going to take her advice. So I hope you enjoyed in the bridal chamber with Daddy Diaz. And applause to the horse and a hug to a jolly good. What's Bugs Bunny with a skew dick? Please don't. Yes, I'm not going to. What's Bugs Bunny with a skew dick? It used to be my joke because I had buck teeth as a kid. And the other one was, this is just for Max. Max, or is it Martin? I always get them mixed up. In Popeye the Sailor Man, I live in a caravan. The girls are so naughty, they pull down my shorties and play with my watering can. Womp womp. Ciao for now. Salani Gachle. Love you guys. I truly love you so much. You mean the world to me. You mean so much to me. Can't you see? You are.
Good morning, everyone. Drink your coffee. Enjoy this morning. Don't forget to smile. Be grateful for what you have. And have a good day.
So I'll see you off and I will play the last part of this one more time. I played it earlier. Now let's play something else on Weekend's channel. Speaky old tree, come inside for a closer look. 3 years ago. Wicked woman. Let me see how this is going to go. Share. Bye everyone. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. Be good or be good at it. Be better. Find your bridal chamber for happiness. Or find a penis. That's also happy. You got no sound. No sound on that. I'm going to go to 3 minutes.
Okay, I don't know if any of you have ever been inside of a tree. I never have, but here's what it looks like, guys. This is amazing to actually be inside of a tree. This is what the walls of the inside of the tree looks like. This is so cool. And then there's an opening on that side. It's really muddy in here. And then there's an opening on that side too. This is incredible. It looks like it was burnt here. It looks like it was burnt out. Wow. I wonder what kind of tree this was. Oh, this poor tree. I can't believe it's still standing like this.